Day 642. Today was a race day. So, where to begin? Got up, walked the dog, got ready, met Jennifer at her place. She said we could either meet there and then warm up over there to the race, or meet there and then drive over. It's only about a mile, it's like a mile and a half, 1.8 to the race from her apartment. So, did that, and then we got there right around 6:20. Race started at 7, and I didn't know if we were gonna make it back to the car, so I had my shorts and racing shirt, had the bib pinned on already, and just walked over, and I'm just walking and we're talking, and we're walking towards the race, and there's two people walking back, and all of a sudden I hear Valdez, and I turn around, I'm like, who's that? And it's one of the kids I used to coach at the community college here, and it's just like, oh my gosh, hey, how have you been? And he had a twin, so off the top of my head, I was like, it's Zach or Zane, which one is it? And I was like, I think it's Zach. And I introduced them to Jennifer because we were running together, and he's like, oh yeah, this is my mom. I can't remember if you've met her or not. I'm like, I think it's been a while, but yeah, it looks familiar. I said, hey, nice to meet you officially again. He's like, yeah, this is one of my coaches. And so we just chatted for a minute or two. And then he's like, yeah, I'm looking to run 1:15 for the half. And I was like, okay, that's it. If he's running 1:15, we can pack up and head back. Jennifer had a good laugh, and Zach and his mom had a good laugh. I was like, yeah, I've had a rough week. I was just hoping to run somewhere near an hour 25 and see where it goes. But he's like, yeah, good to see you. I'm like, yeah, good to see you too. And his mom had said, yeah, I think I'm going to run 2 hours and 15 minutes. And it's like, okay, great. Well, good luck to you. Why do you keep consistent with the hour 15 or 2 hour 15, the 15-minute mark? And so I said, yeah, I'll probably see you at the start line during the race. So we got over there, got ready. Jennifer right away saw 4 or 5 of her friends, said hi to a couple of the people, and then I can't remember anyone else. Oh, David from the Ragnar team was there, and maybe a minute before the race started, he came up and said hi to us, and I was like, oh, you guys are here? And I'm like, yeah, we're running the half too. And it's like, okay, great. And I can't remember, was he running the half or the 5K? Oh my gosh, 10K? I'm trying to remember what race he ran. There was a lot of people that ran the race. So I'm trying to remember which people ran the 5K, which people ran the 10K, which people ran the half. I want to say he ran the half because Jennifer said she saw him passing because there's a bunch of loops, or you're going this way and you go out and you do a little hairpin turn, which is not good for racing. Hairpin turn, come back, and you see people that are kind of in front of or that are catching you, and then you go straight again, you go out, dip in, out, dip in. So it's a bunch of that all over again. And he's like, yeah, we saw him a few times, and he's probably a few minutes behind. Excuse me. And so, yeah, he said he saw him. I saw the other guy there. I think it was at mile 2, mile 1, mile 2. I saw Pete from the Wednesday track group was there, and he's the Hoka guy that's pro. He does a lot of the long distance trails, 50Ks, 100Ks, 100 milers, that kind of a thing. And so he had said it, and I was like, who was that? And I didn't get a chance to turn around. I was still in the thick of it, trying to get good placing, see where I'm at, see where everyone else is at. But he was there, caught him after the race. I guess the other part of the race is that it was 2 loops, each about 6.5 miles, if you want to say. But I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. Everyone had different miles when we finished. And the guy that I knew that I used to coach, he was in front of me. His goal was hour 15. He said he did an hour 13. And then we finished, we were chatting a bit. And then his twin brother came up and just kind of like poked his head out. Big grin, big, nice, full-grown beard too. And it took me a second because I was like, I know you're looking at me because you're trying to see if I remember you. I was like, Zane, how's it going, buddy? I was like, good. And I was like, nice job in that beard. He's like, thanks. And how you been? I'm like, hey, I'm doing all right. Thanks. How are you? And he got into CrossFit, and Zach had gotten into running after the community college. And he went to Eastern New Mexico, ran there for a bit. I think he coached there for a year or two, came back. And now he's coaching at the high school and working. But he's doing well. It seems like they're both doing well and happy and healthy and having a good time. They were all smiles and waiting for their mom, had their girlfriends there, and had a couple of friends there too, so they were hanging out. And we tried again after the race. But he had said he had clocked in at 12, going back to the mileage, the race, he had said he was at 12.9. I looked at mine and I was like, I'm at 12.77. Jeez. And then there's a couple other people that came in. I think Jennifer said she was right at 13.01. Someone else said like 12.87, 12.95. I don't think we heard anyone that was over or at the 13.1 mark. So just interesting race, and we heard that pretty consistently. But it said my average pace was 6:33, which put me at an hour 24. Was I think the official race time. My watch had 1:23:38. So, hi puppy. I was proud of that because after this cough, I had no idea what I was going to do. The original plan again was 1:25 before getting cold. After getting cold, I was just trying to keep it under 1:30. Excuse me. And so I just got out with the kind of the pack I thought I could hang with, and it spread out real quick, and I said, okay, this is the pace. I tried to push it a little bit. In the beginning was 6:27, 6:31, 6:32, and it was a 6:15, and that's when I tried to push a little. And Gamora, you're okay. And that's when my lungs just kind of like, I could feel them like, I got a cough again. I just got to back off just a hair. Like, so I dropped back down to 6:25, 6:30, 6:30, 6:37, 6:36, 6:42, 6:41, 6:40. On the last one, it says 5:07, but that was not a full mile. It was 0.77 of a mile. At least what the watch had. Excuse me. Apparently, I'm still coughing, so up. Come here, puppy. And so I was just waiting to get the cough attack going, and like, okay, I'm either gonna stop and hack up a lung, or I'm gonna be able to finish. And I finished, and after the loop 2, I was like, okay, I'm committed, so don't back down now. Let's keep it rolling. And so I was trying to keep it going. Okay, come on, go. And just trying to hang on, but I could feel my right hamstring was getting a little tight. And then by mile 8, my foot tightened up. And I was like, this is not good. Not a great feeling. So, what's gonna happen? I just kept running on it. It wasn't terrible, just got a little uncomfortable. Tried to correct a little bit of my stride a little bit. Maybe I was going a little bit more to the side. I could still feel it, but just try to keep blocking it out. Just try to stay focused on the race and said, let's just finish. And I finished and then stopped and sat down. I was like, okay. And then, yeah, just walking started hurting it. Took a nap after the race. Yeah, ended up getting third place for my age group, which Jennifer had checked because I was like, I don't care. I'm just done. I'm tired. I want to go lay down. I need to go probably walk more again. I want to shower and just eat and sleep. And so, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's happening. If it's just still swollen or what, or if I just need to get a good twist on it. But yeah, it is not feeling good. And then we went to go to that Sparky's challenge, the same one we did last year with the 10K, and then we did the pizza challenge after with Bryant. Except no race there, no pizza challenge. We just went to the Carnival for Jennifer's kid, and then Michelle's kid from the race, from the Ragnar race, and then Tim was there with his niece and brother. And then Jason was there. And so there was just a nice small group, and they had a little carnival. They had the little almost merry-go-round with the seats, and they had a really small, I don't know what it was. You spin this way, and then you slowly rock back and forth. But a really small version. They weren't going too fast. Only about 8 people fit on the ride at a time. And they had the little slide with the potato sack, I think is what it was. And they had a couple arcade games there. They had the Space Invaders, which I thought was like, I could be on that game all day, especially when it's like a giant big screen. And then they had, what was the other one? They had Pac-Man, and they had skee ball. They had a blow-up blimp with all the sports. There was one for soccer, one for I think baseball, one for football, I think one for basketball. They had some free popcorn on the side. I think there was a photo booth or like a photo screen. You can pick your green screen and take a photo in it. But I had Gamora, and I was just trying to get her outside a little more. It was kind of a nice day, and then it got cold as soon as the sun went down. And so, and she was kind of freaking out a little bit. A little too much people there for her, and there was a few other dogs, and one of the dogs was just as excited as Gamora. So, yeah, fun times, but I made a day out of it, and now it's 10:50. I'm ready for bed. I'm worn out. Just that race really put me under, and it took me a while to get some food going again. So I feel probably undernourished, and the cough has just been wearing me out. I feel fine. I hardly feel congested. Every once in a while I just feel like I gotta blow the nose, but still this cough is just not going away. And I don't know what's going on with it, but I feel fine. Besides that, I completed the run. I even did a mile warm-up, so I did a total of 14 miles today. And yeah, time to rest, and maybe rest again tomorrow. I don't know how the foot's gonna feel. We'll give it a go. Actually, I don't know how it's gonna feel. Might try to do at least 3 or 4 miles tomorrow. That way I can mentally rest on Tuesday and then go from there. So run your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.